Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's been so long. I went on a hiatus because I went through a creative block, so I just ran out of things that were really near my heart because I love saying that, and I had nothing to talk about. But today's topic, let's get straight into it, is one of my favorite quotes, and I've been spamming it for the past couple of months. Community comes at the expense of inconvenience. I have a video on my channel saying that your tribe is a very important pick. This is your village, is the people that your kids are going to be raised around. You are creating that environment for yourself by the people that you bring around you. Community comes at the expense of inconvenience. And what I mean by that, it's having to sacrifice your time, having to sacrifice comfort, having to sacrifice, you know, things that you don't necessarily understand in order to be convenient for someone else. Someone that you're doing it just for the sake of doing it, not for the sake of they owe you something right after. And the reason why this quote speaks to me so important is there's times where people invite you, and the level in which they hold you to that regard of invitation, and they tell you like, listen, I need you to be there. I would love for you to be there. And in your mind, you're prioritizing how tired you are, and you're prioritizing the fact that you don't want to show up and socialize with people, not understanding that your presence is such an important part of you being there for that person that invited you, would mean that you are constantly savoring, I'm not using the right word, but you are constantly damaging the relationships around you because you're prioritizing selfishness over selflessness. And so in all, these people keep, subconsciously keep tabs of all the times where you didn't make yourself available, or you didn't go out your way to, be there for a person that probably is there for you. And so again, community comes at the cost of inconvenience, because then how you inconvenience yourself in order to bring serenity to somebody else is something that you also have to be able to see in within your tribe. You are just a reflection. And most of the time, people that you are in a very big, like a strong link in communication and connection, you just tend to mirror them. And so when people see that you're willing to go a mile for them, they'll go 2 miles for you. And again, all of this may vary, because depending on the people that you have in your circles, you do have people who are takers and not givers. So again, your tribe is important, as I said in a previous video, but it's also important to understand that community holds such a big part. These are people that you're going to take so far in your life. And if you don't build this link of strength, where even if someone could come to you, no matter how upset that they are at a discussion, and you've made a promise that, okay, I'm going to help you move on Tuesday, and we argue on Monday, regardless of the argument, I'm still going to show up. I'm still going to do what it is that I told you that I was going to do for you. I'm still going to be there. I'm still going to be an emotional support. And you are building community. Community is so important. We are human beings. There is no such thing as being self-made. There is no such thing as you saying that no one was helping you, or you have to go far without people. Some of the most successful people had people helping them in very importance in various parts of their life, and although they didn't stick around, they still had help. You're gonna need someone that's going to put their hand out like this while you step on their hand and you get across from that wall. And sometimes they're not always gonna follow you across that wall, but it's the community that you have around you that plays a drastic role. Sometimes to get to the top, you have to aid people that are going to later down the line eventually be there to support you when you get to that peak in life. I think a good example of a person that has build community. We don't know this man, but Drake is one of the examples that I like to touch back on sometime, is that he literally built his career around this thing of someone helped him, and he continuously continued to help people and help people and help, and within helping, it's all good karma, and it's like, it keeps coming back to you, it keeps coming back to you, keeps coming back to you. But in a sense, it's like now the impact that he has in within artists and in within like his audience is just a big community, and if it wasn't a thing of like, okay, I'm gonna be selfish and I'm just gonna get myself to the top and blah 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 blah, and you're not helping these people, you're not helping your community, because I do feel like there is a thin line. Don't go helping people that don't want to be helped. Like, that's just, okay, like, you're not God. So don't go doing charity work, but definitely help the people that have shown you that they're willing to put in the work and do the work, and they want to go far. So that was the tip of the day, guys. It was on my mind, and I just felt like I needed to talk about it. And I do want you guys to keep that mentality that community does come at the cost of inconvenience. When you get invited somewhere and someone cares about you, or they show you that they care about you, and they're like, oh my God, I would love for you to be there, da 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 da. Sometimes it just really cannot happen, but sometimes it really is getting out of your way and inconveniencing yourself in order to build that link of community that will eventually just be, something that you would have been grateful to invest. All of it is an investment. Like, you invest in people that invest in you. And that's the Riz tip of the day. You guys have a great day. Please share this video with somebody that you feel needs to hear it. And if you don't want to share it, make sure you like, maybe you subscribe, and you comment. And that's it. That's all. See you in our next video.